The village of Maniari in Nepal's southern plains is in mourning. A young man from the village, Dilip Chaurasia, had been shot dead. He was studying to be the first qualified engineer from his village, and his family had high hopes for him.
My son got first division in the 10th grade. Then he got into engineering. I had hoped that he would be able to go and work in the government. We had taken loans to educate him. Now our hope is gone.
5 young men died and dozens were wounded when police opened fire on protesters in the city of Birgunj. They had been demonstrating against plans to restructure Nepal as a federal state, divided into 7 provinces. Locals had called for a general strike in Birgunj. When police tried to redirect goods to the capital, Kathmandu, it led to violent clashes.
How can the state treat us like this?
Shots were fired at this hospital on Tuesday, wounding many, including health workers. Nepal is in the process of writing a new constitution, and one of the most controversial parts is how to draw federal boundaries. The bodies of the 5 young men were finally released.
Locals here have been parading the bodies of the 5 young men across the district of Parsa as well as back to their villages for the final goodbyes. People here are emotional and angry. They say that the police used excessive force and the state has deliberately ignored their grievances and demands.
In the same village, as the body of 24-year-old Dharam Singh is taken to his house, neighbors can hardly contain his distraught mother.
My son, my life. What is my life without you?
Dharam Singh had quit Nepal's armed police force to go and work in the Gulf as a migrant worker. Onlookers say that it was the same force that shot him down. In the past week, the government had imposed a curfew here. It was lifted for 3 hours for the funeral procession. But as the day wore on, more and more people started pouring onto the streets. Tens of thousands arrived on this riverbank to witness the last rites.
We don't want any talks with the government. We want implementation of what has been agreed, and we want constitutional amendment. We have elected politicians from 22 districts, but nobody has come here for us.
Villagers from different religions, castes and communities have all arrived here in solidarity. And as the bodies are taken to be cremated, the crowds are in no mood to compromise. Sabina Shrestha, Al Jazeera, Birgunj, Southern Nepal.